platforms. Let's see how we're doing. We're live on Telegram. We're live on PumpFun. Yep, there we go. Live on PumpFun, live on Telegram, and should be live on Twitter, on X right now as well. Good, we're live on all three. Fabulous. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another live stream from UpScalp, building for the PumpFun Hackathon, building in public. So we're back again for another day of streaming. Basically, the closing date for entries for the PumpFun Hackathon closed yesterday. So everyone who could enter has now entered, so it is good to go, and just kind of wait and see territory, see how it goes from here on out. So our entry is in. That's it. You just continue building in public, continue to try to grow the project, and the website's not working there. Let's refresh that. There we go. Yeah, so there's one big piece of news today. So I'm going to go to the Kanban immediately. And here it is. So you probably noticed, I think the folks who are in the Telegram group are people who are tracking the project on X will have seen that I started the process for Assure DeFi KYC. And that is approved now. So you see I've added to the Kanban here a new item, which is the post-approval actions. So just to speak about the process behind that, because it's a utility, I thought this would be a good idea to do. And with the people from Assure who are fantastic and have known of their reputation for many years, so they were a really good provider to go with for this kind of thing. What I decided to do then, so as you go into the process then, I talked with them about the process first, just trying to understand what it was going to consist of. Then it's very, very in depth. So when we actually got into it, when we got into doing the actual KYC part, it's very in depth. So like there was loads of documentation to send them, like national documentation. So my official personal documentation, socials, LinkedIn, everything personal about me. There was also a call involved where we discussed what I had submitted. There's like an on-call verification of everything. There's verification to ensure that I own everything. So like own the website, own the token. The liquidity is locked, which it would be with PumpFun anyway by default. So it's very, very in-depth, and then multi-step process then for adding verification to all of those as well, to the socials, to the website as well. So as you can see, I've done an update, which I'm still working on. Just added this here, which allows you to go and see the verification for yourself. So that is there now. When you click that link, this is where it takes you. It shows you the verification of the project, KYC'd on the 25th. So just officially got approved today. There's a lovely certificate here, which I'm tempted to put up on the website. So we'll see. I think I'll probably find a place to put this certificate on the website too. Yeah, great. So it was really, really good process. Over the course of a number of days, because it is so thorough. So I really, really appreciated the thoroughness that they put into this, that Assure put into it. So yeah, that's done now. Basically forever. So hopefully as investors, that gives you an extra feeling of security around the project, that KYC'd now. So yeah, I've decided to take that leap. That's a show of faith from me to do that, I think. Yeah, put the time and the effort into that. So now that that's done, that is a big element of, I can put that into progress actually. So now there is still, because this process goes even further than just getting the KYC, there's further steps to take. So I have a few post-approval actions to do now as well that I'm going to be doing possibly tonight, but I have to travel tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to do it. Which means, just by the way, I said this in the Telegram group, but there won't be a live stream tomorrow, most likely, for the first day in 12 days. We're not going to have a live stream tomorrow. Very unlikely. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but we'll see. Highly unlikely. But if we don't, we'll still do one on Friday regardless anyway. Great. So that is the situation with the KYC. Really, really really good process to be part of. Really enjoyed doing it, and really appreciated the thoroughness of it. So then on the backlog work, I haven't added here to the idea column, but I was working on multiple things today. So I was looking for the particular market conditions that we're in right now, a couple more strategies. So I was doing some research for that. That was one element. And then I was mentioning in the UpScalp Telegram group that there is eventually going to be 5 products. There's 3 at the moment. There will be 5 as part of the UpScalp family eventually. So I have been working on one of the other products that's not announced yet today as well, just because what I learned through UpScalp does feed into the other elements too. So this allows me to take learnings from UpScalp, so learnings from the first project that I'm working on, and apply those to the other elements that are yet to come. So in particular, there's 2 more bots that are coming, and yeah, definitely what I learn from developing UpScalp can apply with some little twists, some refinements to the other products that are not announced yet too as well. So that's it. So I think, let's see, I'm just going to go through the backlog and talk about what I worked on today. So I didn't move anything out of the ideas column yet, but I have 2 more, at least 2 more to add into that, 2 more buckets of work that I haven't added yet. I was working on KYC. Yeah, so I was still working on the signal delivery pipeline. So that is the phase 1 bit was almost the easy bit. It was like the proof of concept that this can work. So that's implemented right now. So every user is now getting signals faster than they were. So the reduction of the time from detecting a candidate signal with the scanning to sending it to your phone or to your Telegram app is greatly reduced, even with just that step. And then the phase 2 is the bigger infrastructural project where it's envisioning, anticipating that we'll have a lot more users in the future and building something robust, durable for when that comes, so that when we have hundreds, thousands of users, whatever, I'll have the capability to be able to deliver the same level of service to them too that we're delivering to a much smaller number at the moment. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put this over here to say that that's done. This week's weekly research, automated research run is done. Help content is still there as well. Yeah, it's still in progress. I haven't released that yet, but I was getting some really good feedback from our beta testers. Sorry, from it's now our premium group yesterday evening. So they're extremely helpful information. I actually made some changes to the bot based on the feedback, so I can show you some of that right now, maybe. In the premium bot. So yeah, this was a user request from one of our premium users yesterday, asking for color coding to make it easier to spot the difference between the different types of notification. So for example, the market summary now has this orange band on it. Signals are meant to have green, but I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, they're supposed to be green. I need to fix that. Let's see, market trend shift is blue color now. Yes, it's just trying to make a visual cue for each of these types of different notification in the bot. So that came directly from yeah, like a user request that someone wanted this. Let's have a look here in the settings. I also on request added some more settings here. So if you don't want to see all those different types of notifications, you now have the option to switch them off. Personally, I leave them on. They're useful from my perspective, but if you found that you don't really care about the market summary, you can switch that off. And again, this is for every user. Every premium user has the ability to choose these settings for their own personal preference. So those were some feature requests just literally last night, about 8 p.m. my time last night. So the other thing was I did get some more requests for help content, so that is something I'll probably work on this weekend. In particular, we'll be looking at help articles and help videos. I think would be the main two. So that, especially for onboarding new people when they look at a UpScalp premium signal for the first time, that there's plenty of help for them. So there'll be videos, there'll be articles that can help them depending on how they want to learn. We'll have different options available for them. Let's see, was there anything else that I made progress with today? Yeah, so automated shadow strategy reviews, I actually added a couple more things from testing to the shadow strategy. So just to explain what this is, it means that in the background, I have some prototype features running in the bot, but they don't affect the live signals yet. They just log their effect. So it's shadow logging is what I'm calling it. So those are running in the background, and when they hit a certain number, like say when I have 100 instances of whatever this thing is, where I can actually have 100 different data points to analyze for that particular thing, I can decide if that feature is useful or not, if it's helping or if it isn't, based on a kind of counterfactual analysis. So what would have been if this had been enabled? So uh, it shows me, gives me data to be able to do that, to say if this had been switched on. So if I did switch this on last week, what would have been the effect over time? So I've added a couple more to that. And these kind of really mean, should move that into testing really actually. These really mean that it's in the final stages, so it will deliver soon. So these will deliver improvements or new efficiencies for the bot very soon. I'll put that one to the top there. Let's see, was there anything else that I was working on today? No, just continuing with the API testing. So again, today was definitely not a short stay, just by looking at the pump that BTC did, and just from looking at the back end from the logs, this was reflected in the logs too. And especially for the API bot, so basically all short strategies were automatically disabled in the API bot today, which is perfect. That's what it's meant to be doing. So it's meant to be protecting you from dumb risk, from unnecessary risk. So this is working very, very well, so that the bot won't be firing any shorts today, because shorts are going to lose today on a day like today. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with how that's going. Yeah, and that was it. I'm just going to cycle through the socials as usual to see if there are any questions. Nope, no questions there. Okay, just going to go back to Telegram. Nope, there are no questions there either. Don't think. Nope, and I'll just have a quick look on PumpFun as well. And there aren't any questions there either. Okay. So that's kind of the situation as it is at the minute. I will probably wrap it up because I'll actually go back to finishing up a few of the features and the few pieces of work that I was working on today. Thank you again for joining, as ever. There will be no live stream tomorrow, but there will be back for another live stream on Friday, most likely, probably around the same time, 17:30 UTC. Great. Thank you very much and happy trading.